Okay, so Coked in a Pastey Scalp. That's an interesting title, isn't it? That is completely off the hook. So folks be hiding drugs up under their weaves and wigs and all together with that. That is completely turmoil in itself. I'm saying not for me, for them. Because to get arrested is to say, yeah, up under a search and all that is to say it's going to be found. And it has. Like, subscribe, ID in the Discovery Channel. Yes, ID in the Discovery Channel. The links are provided below. Get that Discovery Go app as well as that ID Go app. You might want to get those two and combine them together. Make them the one. And with me entering, yes, injecting this story is to say that that's to be made into three. Not completely in yet. Yeah. So, yeah, question. The opening question. Who the hell glues cocaine to their damn scalp? Who do that? People do all type of things. Yes, they in fact do. I've seen it and witnessed with my own two eyes. Not drugs, no. But the stories you hear, even in relation to people going to jail, yeah, being arrested and all the rest, and setups and plots with that sort of thing. That is off the hook. How I used to hear stories about how people used to sneak drugs into the jail. I remember hearing that as a teenager, how people used to get locked up and all the rest, and they had husband and wives. And yeah, husbands that would in fact be locked up in jail, and they would have their wives literally put drugs inside of the shoe and stitch it up. So that the drugs can make their way, inside of brand new shoes. That is off the hook. Jordans and all the rest, just so that they can get their drugs on the inside of the jail. But this woman with her cocaine being glued to her scalp, that just sounds painful in itself. Painful. So Rose Mae Dawson is the name of the individual in the photo I'm speaking of. She's 30 years old. It's interesting that she looks much more older. She does. She was in fact being booked in Florida, and while doing so, the guards were in shock to find Dawson hiding cocaine under her wig. Before the booking and drug discovery, Dawson was arrested, yes, and in her involvement in vehicle theft. I'm trying to kill a car off all the way, Anna. Ain't I? So yes, her being involved in this whole vehicle theft involvement and all that is why she ended up being booked, and that's how the drugs were discovered the way that they were, right? Dawson was booked for driving with a suspended license, burglary, and two cops stumbled upon two little bitty bags of weed in the car Dawson was driving, which led to Dawson being charged with possession of marijuana. Yes, that old school Mary Jane. I have never, I can't say I've tried Mary Jane, but I haven't tried cocaine, no. That's not me judging. Do what you do out there. It's all type of people that like to do all type of things, right? But for me, it helps to even share my experiences. That is just so intriguing. I'm saying even drug smuggling, because that's presentation in itself of what I'm speaking on. Even across a border. How you hear people, how they go about all type of ways of smuggling drugs. Yes, even up to anal captivity. Not anal captivity. What is wrong with my speech today? Possibly need speech therapy. Anal cavity. How people have been known to take drugs, and smuggle them through the border up their anal. And possibly up their front. There have been stories, of individuals putting drugs in baggies, because that's the best way to do it anyway. Putting it in baggies and swallowing it. And then once they get to where they're going across a border or wherever, right? Not all nations agree with that, the smuggling across borders. Then they would in fact poop the drugs out. Some would in fact throw it up, but it's better just to poop it, because to throw it up is to say that's more likely not gonna work, because more likely the bag has passed all the way through your system and possibly bowel tract with that, right? Which is why people, when they smuggle drugs, they do it like that, just poop it out. And then the bag is a protectant, so it's not like, It's gonna have poop stains and all the rest. It sounds gross. I know, and yet that just had to be called out. So, after transport of Dawson by police to Pinellas County Jail, I'm mispronouncing that. I'm saying Pinellas, and it's probably Pinellas County Jail. This is when two officers, correctional officers to be exact, found right up underneath Dawson's wig 2 bags of cocaine, in which were small. I just said that 3 times. The bags glued to her scalp. She was trying to, I just don't understand. It just don't make sense. Still people be doing, I myself be doing, and my thing is, that just, to your scalp though? I mean, it just helps to have open awareness with even that. The woman wasn't behind closed bars or whatever. She was out in the atmosphere, open and roaming free. And yet to have drugs, cocaine and stuff glued to your scalp is to ask why. She could have put that anywhere. She could have put it right down in her vaginal area. Not tucked it on the inside, no. Possibly put it in between her legs and her panties or something to carry it around or something in a baggie. Put it right in the front, like a pouch or something in your underpants or something. Instead of gluing it to your scalp. I don't know. I think too far outside of the box. I more than likely would say, well, if you really wanted to hide it, you should have, in fact, sealed it between your ass cheeks with no glue involved or something. Put it right between your butt cheeks and not all the way up far. No. Going up the anal expression. No. Just enough for you to be able to sit down and drive and all the rest, and yet you know it's there. And yet, if police wanted to check you and pat you, they wouldn't even know that it's there. Possibly so. Because the baggies were small to begin with. But yes, Dawson was locked up on $12,000 bond. I was gonna say $1,500. Yes, that was in fact the bond after 0.36 grams of cocaine were found. In a court filing that resulted in 2 extra felony charges placed on Dawson. Yes, the charge being introducing contraband into a detention facility and narcotic possession. That's the charges. Introducing contraband into a detention facility and narcotics possession. In the beginning of 2018, Dawson was convicted of a misdemeanor charge for failing to ensure her daughter was attending school. Dawson continued to violate probation as her daughter continued to not show up at school. This is a lot of stuff going on. I'm saying, her story don't even make sense. Sounds all over the place. And yet I wrote it out. It's weirded out, possibly coked out as well as pasted. That is funny as so. It completely is. Charge for the contraband, yes. I think that's all to be said for now. She might want to comb her hair first and be having her children go to school for they end up just like her. Maybe she got some deep-rooted psychological issues or something. Or maybe she's just on drugs, right? I don't know. Maybe she's just a misfit. Who am I to judge and say what even that? She might just not fit in either. Some people just take chances in life by doing things that even society feel that they shouldn't do, and yet for them it's the proper right way to do things, right? I don't know what to say even about a Dawson. We are right here on discovery.com to be exact. Did I say discovery? I'm sorry. Investigationdiscovery.com. I am messing up for the 3rd or 4th time. It's worse with even that. Yes, investigationdiscovery.com. Could be all the this stuff that I just finished a little bit ago is why I'm messing up. I got a new external with even that, a 4TB. Yeah, baby, on the shine with a roadmap with even that. A 4TB external hard drive is to say I won't be completely on full to the end of time. That hard drive probably won't even be full to the year 2030. Let me even tell you. I might in fact want a free dance on even that. A freelance dance spinning on my head like Michael Jackson or somebody. The excitement over this TB and how I'm going to use it. No, not a TV screen, a TB. 4TB. Helps to speak loopy. Keeps the conversation interesting. So yes, recommended for you. Shouts out to Paula. Eva lives here. Click to add to favorites. A description is, yes, in the center and section of each one of these. Shouts out to Lieutenant Joe Kenda to be exact. American Monster. Vanity Fair Confidential. Keep going. Unlocked episodes. What Lies Beneath. Season 1, Episode 5. Click the add yes for a watch later. To get a visual description is to click the play button. Doesn't Discovery always have the greatest shows? Yes, you gotta be laid back in the zone to watch stuff like this. I'm saying not everybody is able and willing to tune into a Discovery because they would more likely want to be on excitement type of things, as in Discovery can in fact, yes, get you excited, right? But I'm saying sometimes people want to be on fun and game type of stuff, like childish type of stuff, right? And not trying to learn. I've decided in my mind to stick on the side of learning and observation, and the works with that, cause it helps to improve your life learning. To sign in, yes, is to provide your provider to be able to get into the other side. All access with that. It's like a backstage pass, and it is, right? Description for each one of these as well. For the On Last Night. What is airing right now, you ask? Live now? Eva lives here, thicker than blood. Unlocked episode, stalk. Someone's watching. I hope not. They bet not be not. I might in fact need to put their lights out with that sort of thing. Add to favorites is to click here. ID original series. Either one of you go through these. Oops. You see that? I just jinxed that. I did. As it just rolled back, and yet it wasn't Walmart rollback. Schedule preview, you see it right there. There's no losing on a step with that sort of thing. Support to Save the Children's hurricane relief efforts. To do that sort of thing is in fact, click right here to donate. Crime Feed News, Bill Cosby. To go to the Crime Feed News is to in fact, yes, news feed. It's to click right within his eyeball. And you would in fact be directed to crimefeed.com on the outside, full of news, drama, and chaos and disaster with that sort of thing. If that is what you in fact get into. To receive a newsletter is to type in your email address and click next. It helps to not fake with the front with that sort of thing. As in what you're going to get once you do that. Put your email in and clicking next. You never know what you might in fact receive from Investigation Discovery. From my heart and ideal to even yours, the viewer. Leave me something in the comment section. What do you feel about this woman? They say it helps to live less judgmental, and yet to pick fun is to even say, because that is so funny though. Some weave locked in, not weave, cocaine locked in on the scalp. Notice my jaws keep locking just thinking about that. That's almost like an ornament, as in it's almost like a Christmas present hanging down off of somebody's face or the side of their head or something. I bet the officers was like in disbelief with that, and yet who's to say, because they see enough stuff every day already on the job. That is off the hook. So I think that's all to be said for now. I hope you enjoy your day and be peaceful with even that. And I'm gone.